guys. So, down in the last few days in DR and overseas, but I wanted to tell y'all this story about what happened to us a couple of nights ago when we went out. Alright? Because unfortunately, I couldn't vlog due to the fact that we spent most of our time in a strip club. Yes, you heard that right. Me and little sis went to a strip club. I think this might have been her first time going. And when I tell you guys, this is one of the reasons why I say making friends with women overseas is the exception when it comes to being friends with women, because let me tell you, it has been it's been beneficial to me in so many ways that I can't, man, I can't push it on you guys enough. Okay, so we get up to the cause the night before we went to Drink Point, and y'all saw that already. There behind Drink Point, there's a couple of more clubs. Most of them are owned by a company called Infinity, and then there's a place called Empire. I don't know if they own that too, but anyway. So one of the places that is owned by Infinity is a strip club, and it kind of like when you walk back to the parking lot behind Drink Point, it's kind of goes off to like to the right side, right? So we're trying to decide like, damn, which one should we go to? And there's one of the brothers that's kind of like working for the company. He says, well, people typically like to go to the strip club first. And then they'll go to one of the other clubs. And I'm kind of like, okay, well, and then I'm over here asking her, like, hey, you want to go? Like, I ain't tripping. I'm like, we can go here first and then just go somewhere else. And she was kind of hesitant because she was like, nah, I don't look like anybody in here. I was like, well, it's a strip club. You ain't gonna really be able to tell but until you walk in. And given that it is a strip club, it's like typically you don't want it to be too packed. Well, at least if you're a man anyway. But I know how she is. She's very social, and she wants to be around a lot of people. So we go in, and surprisingly enough, considering it's not like the biggest spot, it was pretty packed in there. Like I think we took up like the last booth that was like closer to the stage, and then there was like another row that was kind of sitting behind us, but it was further away from the stage. But they had a stripper pole in that area too, if you wanted like private dances and shit like that. But anyway, we go in, we sit down, right, and then immediately, now y'all know like my Marcella is like top heavy, and it catches a lot of other women's attention is what I'm noticing. Bro, when I tell you, every damn dude, like it was about a good two or three strippers, I want to say maybe like three or four, all of these girls came up to dance with her, and she didn't have to pay a single dime. And just by association, I happen to get some free dances too. And I'm over here like, okay, yeah, this is lit. I'm like, yeah, she the ultimate wingman. Bruh, she over here dancing with them. They over here, bruh, they putting they face all in her titties. Like, I'm over here like laughing my ass off because I'm just like, because she's over here, and then she over here in my ear. She was like, Rome, oh my God, buenas chicas, like, muy hermosa. This over here. You know what I'm saying? So so she start comparing. I'm like, you can't really compare, like, but it be some baddies in Drink Point too. Like, don't get me wrong. And most of them girls working anyway. Um, Same with the strip club, obviously, but I don't know. Supposedly for her, she was like, oh nah. She was like, Drink Point, like, yeah, like I saw some pretty girls in there, but she said that strip club, she said, oh my God. That shit was hilarious, man. So to see like that's like her first experience in a strip club, and to see I'm like, dude, she was acting like a brother. She was acting like a man that went to the strip club for the first time. Like it was hilarious. I gotta admit though, it was some fine shit in there, bro. It was some fine shit in there. I still think even after spending a few times out and about, um, whether it's been walking around the beach or going over there to where the nightlife is at. I still think Colombian women got DR beat as far as looks. And little sister said the exact same thing. But afterwards, we actually ended up going to Drink Point, and Drink Point was fucking packed, bro. Like, dude, if you go to Drink Point, I would argue it was more packed that Saturday night than it was when we went Friday night. And when we went Friday night, we went early, so we was able to get a table. Bro, we ain't walking there Saturday night till about 2, I want to say. 2 a.m. And when I tell you it was packed, it was barely anywhere to stand. Oh my God, bro. It was packed in there, bro. But, they was having a good time. And one of the things it made me realize is that I understand why African American brothers are down here. This had to be, as far as like quantity goes, there was such a large number of attractive, darker skinned women. I was just like, one in particular, I got her number, man. I gotta tell her to send me a picture. Like, she fine like that. She had like she had like that short, like little slick back cut that go to like right here. Makeup was on point, like slim, tiny, curvy build, but just had like this smooth, dark, chocolatey skin, like maybe just a little darker than me. And I'm like, oh my God. But unfortunately, it's like, damn, it kind of got me wishing I would have came here sooner or planned on staying a little bit longer. But cause I got a little something coming through tonight, but I'm like, outside of that, tomorrow I'm pretty much just gonna be in the room working on content like you see it now. Cause I gotta prepare to leave Wednesday. Now, my flight don't leave till Wednesday, but we gotta check out of here by 11. My flight leaves like around 2:30, I believe. So, but regardless, we gotta leave from here. We gotta check out at 11, and her flight leaves like about 40 minutes before mine. So, more than likely, we'll just end up going to the airport at the same time. But man, listen, that little area over there, Drink Point, all the Infinity Clubs and Empire and that strip club. That's a nice little section. I'm like, I wish they had like more stuff to offer. Obviously, they got like beach clubs and stuff. Like we went to Flamingo Bar, the other place that I um, tried to go to when we first got here, and that ended up being all right. But it wasn't like, well, obviously, I think part of that was because it's early Sunday evening. Uh, I'm like, but I would imagine probably on a Friday or Saturday, that area, probably a little bit more crowded and lit. But, however, yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all guys because I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, because I'm like, she helped me like with some other girl that I got on with as well, because I'm over here telling sis like, bro, I keep catching this woman staring at me. So I finally just stopped and like said hi to her, and and then next thing you know, she over here chopping it up with little sis. So so she over here talking to her. I ended up ghosting old girl because she was on some other shit. But yeah, I can't even remember what that was about. But I was like, plus I was just kind of like, now that I kind of like see you, like sweetheart, you kind of mid. Like like I'm good. I'm most guys would have smashed, but I was just kind of like, I'm cool. I don't know, bro. I'm like that. That might be um, part of the problem, man. Me being spoiled now, because it's like once you get once you get access to like a certain level of attractive women, it's kind of like anytime you come down from that, it's kind of like, all right, if I'm gonna come down from that, then you know what, you need to be making some exceptions as well. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay to myself. But yeah, bro, I'm like, I just wanted to share that story with you guys because I thought that was funny. But I gotta say, bro, she makes a hell of a wingman for sure. Uh, yeah, and even like just keeping me safe on other tips and things of that nature when it comes to women also. So just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Uh, I don't know when we ain't going out tonight, but more than likely probably ain't gonna be doing too much tomorrow. Possibility, but I doubt it. But so this will probably be the officially the last vlog of me and DR. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Y'all, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and all that good jazz. Till next time, deuces.